Hey guys, hope everyone's doing well. Nice to meet everybody here that does not know me. My name is David Hadley, owner and founder of Bulletproof Legacy Financial. I actually received some great feedback on videos recently, and a lot of my friends and family that actually do know who I am wanted me to share a little bit more about just who I am, my personal journey, and what led me to where I'm at to be so passionate about educating people on different financial vehicles and really making sure that they don't ever have their financial life button just reset the way that I have a few different times in life, and to get to a point where that cannot happen again, and locking in your next levels in life, financially, spiritually, emotionally, intellectually. There's all kinds of ways. Physically, there's so many things that we have to work on in our lives to bulletproof ourselves. Now, I came up with the name Bulletproof Legacy Financial because this is exactly what we are trying to do in people's lives. We are trying to bulletproof their portfolios. We're helping people bulletproof their estate plans, their physical fitness, bulletproof their marriage, bulletproof their relationships. Bulletproof Legacy Financial goes way beyond insurance. It's an impact in somebody's life. Now, so many of my friends and family who have got to hear my testimony were really pushing me to share a little bit more about that. So here we go. David Hadley, 34 years young. I do have 4 kids currently. They're 10-year-old twins. I got a 6-year-old daughter and a 5-year-old son as well. They're all blessings in my life. I have an awesome relationship. My girlfriend Rachel has been a huge support system in my life over the last 8, almost 9 months now. And just growing together both as business owners, both as parents, and in this race to help bulletproof people's lives in different areas of their lives. Now, to share a little bit more about who I am and where I grew up very modest means. Didn't have too much going on as a kid. Thankfully, both my parents were around up until about 8 years old. I did get a lot of love from my parents, and I was very grateful for that. But I saw different patterns in their lives, and they didn't really get their lives together financially. They didn't get it together physically. They didn't get it together spiritually. And although they loved us the best that they could, they just didn't really know how to teach us these kind of things. So I had to take on the responsibility of learning so much of this myself. At 29 years young, I got into insurance, my first practice company, where I spent about 2 years and 2 months. I learned a lot about final expense, about mortgage protection, and helping customize insurance products to fit the needs of people's lives, built around the cost of their end-of-life expenses, or even the schematics of their home loans, and make sure that their mortgage would be paid in the event that they died or became ill. And while these were very helpful products, they were something that incurred a monthly bill every month, and not everybody was in a great position to do this. And you did make a good impact on these families, but I just felt that I wasn't making the impact that I was called for. I learned a little bit more about retirement services and annuities and guaranteed income streams and having a zero floor and being able to grow your money and capture some of the upside of things. And after meeting different people that went through like 2008 and lost 40% in their portfolios and were on the verge of retirement at this point, I felt so passionate about wanting to help these people but not knowing how. And then I started learning more about different annuities, and I found a few great mentors who were solving the problems that I was aspiring to solve as well, and wanted to learn so much more about. So the retirement side of things became so much more impactful on me, not just for a financial reason, mostly seeing the impact that I made on the clients, and to be able to be paid very well for helping protect someone's entire portfolio, their income stream, what it is that their family needs month in, month out, and the check that they're relying on is going to still be there until the day that they die. And then pass their assets on in an efficient manner to their children or their spouse or whichever family members or charitable organization they'd like to leave it to. Sadly, so many families, they wind up in probate. It goes through 6 to 9 months of the court deciding who's getting what assets, and seeing families fall apart over fighting about having to pay the bills and continue paying that mortgage and continue paying the utilities on the house and a car payment if they had one, or figuring out who's getting what, and that having to go to a court and then them losing 10-15% of their family's assets because the court system had to be paid to decide who was going to get what, was one more problem that just stirred inside me that I wanted to learn so much more about and how to better help. So very recently I became certified in estate planning and learning how to protect these types of things, implementing a trust system that can bulletproof these people's portfolios, if you will, was the ultimate bow on my present in my business. Learning how to actually secure families' whole estate after they pass away, as opposed to just their life insurance account, which was going to avoid probate. You know, of course, an annuity is going to avoid probate, but it didn't help protect their checkings, their savings, their IRAs. It didn't help protect their home and all their tangible assets as well. These were all other things that need to be included to really bulletproof someone's legacy. And the name was very intentional that I chose for my company, because now I can bulletproof their portfolios. I can bulletproof their financial situation. And now we've been even hiring agents, taking them in to train them in all these different verticals. Collectively have about 10 people on my team right now. We are hiring, we are growing, but we're extremely picky about who we can work with. I mean, to work with me, what I have to see is, one, you got a huge heart. You care really big. You have a voracious appetite to learn more, to read books, to become more spiritual, to become more professional, and just constantly trying to beat the person that you were yesterday. If that's who you are, then I'd be willing to conduct an interview with you to make sure that I'm the beneficial fit for and a mutual fit for you as well. Now, to go a little bit more into some other things that we're able to do for you guys is life insurance. Of course, we do work with Medicare, retirement services, and the estate planning side of things. Between this thing, it gives us a 360-degree circle of how we can actually protect families. How we're able to help people is really unlimited. We can conduct this professional interview on any family or even individual within about 20 or 30 minutes, asking just good questions about who you are, your life, where you're at now, and where it is that you're trying to go. And then we're able to look through all the different companies and resources to build a good plan to help you bulletproof your situation. Again, I want to really send some gratitude out, and I'm so appreciative for all the family, friends, agents, people that have given me the love on my channel and gave me that feedback of saying, hey, share a little more about your stories, share a little bit more about who you are. And then people will really become more attracted to your channel and want to follow, allowing me to make the impact that I'm truly trying to make on agents, families, and anyone else who comes into my life along the way. So I just want to, again, I appreciate everything that you guys have done for me. If you're watching this video and you are a friend of mine, one of the agents that work with me, or even just one of the families that I've protected, I want to thank you for being a pivotal piece in my journey, helping me get to where I'm at now. My life has profoundly changed in so many different ways, spiritually, emotionally, physically, relationally, financially, and I've been bulletproofed in all these areas. And now I'm on a mission to help you guys do the same thing in your lives. Again, thanks for all the love. I appreciate every one of you guys. I look forward to sharing more of my content with you and for all the lives that we're going to touch and bulletproof along the way.